Okay, hello and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be drawing and painting rhinoceros. I've got a picture of a rhinoceros and her calf. So I'm going to start with the head. And now she's got a massive tusk, so her head is about that long. So I'm just going to draw the basic shapes. Just the basic shapes like that. Now head's long and it's half the width of its length, so about half the height. Let's get the basic shapes in. She's got quite a U-shaped under her mouth. Now her head to her shoulder is about the same. So I'm not going to worry about her ears yet. I'm just going to worry about her shoulders. Get that on there. Now head to shoulders, and her back is twice the length of her head. 1 and 2. So her back's twice the length of her head. Like that. Now she's got her little calf standing about here. So I'm just going to rough in her calf, just rough in the drawing. Like that. Beautiful big ears. Like that. Hello Shane, how are you? How you going? How you been? How's mum? She's got a very round little nose. They're such cute little animals. Well, they're not cute. They're quite tough. But and how's mum going, doll? How's she feeling? Alright, come down. Her stomach is quite deep down there. Then her horn is actually the length of her head. She's got a massive big horn, or 2 horns. This is a double horner. She's a black rhino, this one. I'm pretty sure she's a black rhino. And her calf. We're good, very tired, been working long hours, yeah. That's no good though. Makes it hard. And then she's got her second horn that comes to almost the top. Yeah, I couldn't work the hours you work. You work way too, like late and hard hours. Alright, like that. Having a quick look. Now the bubba, she just has one little tiny horn coming up there. You can just see the start of it. You can see the back of her leg. Her ears come about 1/4 of the way up. Like that. Okay. How are you? I'm good. I'm very good. I'm working the Savo. I've just got to... I thought I needed to do a stream. I just wanted to do some art. I didn't do art yesterday and I missed it. So I thought this morning I'll get up before work and get it happening. But yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Alright. So we've got her basic sort of shape. Yeah, I'm good, doll. Legs. She's got actually quite a broad little chest. And her eyes long way down on her little face. So I'm going to do her in ink. And then her back end comes down like this. Pardon me. So you're working today as well, Shane, or what are you up to? Or tonight? Oh, it'd be tonight there, wouldn't it? Because it's early morning here. What time is it now? It's 8 o'clock in the morning here. 8 o'clock. So her shoulder comes around there like that. Tails down here. can't see the legs because the legs are there in standing in grass, these guys. Nope, I'm already in bed. Oh, nice. Lovely. Be nice and snuggly and comfy. Alright, I am going to go pretty much straight in with my ink now. I've got mostly everything where I want it. So I've got my ink already ready. Got my bit of cloth handy. Little bear dog sitting at my feet looking at me like, what do you want, Bebe? Come up and say hello then. Come on, Bebe. Bear wants to come up and say hello. This is my little dog. So say hello to everyone, Bebe. There we go. He wants to be part of everything. There we go. You gonna sit there? Or are you gonna jump back down? Good job. So he helped me with my art streams. So, and this has got, this rhino is, I love this photo because it's got beautiful shadows. Quite a lot of times the photos, the shadows and stuff get edited out. They want them to be much more, have much more clarity. What's the matter, Bear Bear? Do you want to go out? Little sausage? Right, I come up here. What's the matter, Bear Bear? Alright, and then I'll draw the texture, most of the texture of the skin. I did elephants the other day and that was fun, an elephant and her calf. What's the matter, Bear Bear? She's got a beautiful eye. Hang on, I'm just going to go and let Bear out because he's been a sticky lala. Come on then, Bear Bear. Come on, I'll let you out. Come on. Come on. No, you don't want to go. Well, I don't know what you want then, Bear Bear. If you don't want to go outside... Little sausage. Alright, so now I'll draw her nose. So she's got quite a strong mouth. Like for nuzzling and digging amongst the scrub and stuff. Her nostril in. She's got beautiful texture on her horns, which I will draw in. And I'll just add some line work. I can go over this with washes. Oops. So I'll just get the base of it on. That. And then this horn, turn this volume down a fraction, I think. There we go. So I've got my music from Epidemic Sound, which is a royalty-free reference site. In these wrinkles around her nose. They've got such beautiful texture. That's why I wanted to draw these guys, because they've got such gorgeous texture on their skin. Come down and under her chin. She's got all wrinkles around her ears. So I've got to work from front to back because you end up with your hand in your ink half the time. Okay, so I'll come back around here. Do the hair on her ears. like that. So getting a fair bit of the detail in to begin with. And I will add layers of ink wash, a couple of layers of ink wash, just to help give her the depth and tone she needs. But the whiter the paper will be, the highlights. So I treat it pretty much the same as I would treat watercolour. I work from light to dark. Now she's got a big crinkly creasy bit there, so I'll just add that texture in, coming down and around like that. Then she's got another crease coming down here. They're quite heavily armoured, these guys. I went to the zoo. They've got like a safari drive you can go on. You can jump in a car or a truck and they take you around all the animals that are like, they've got, literally got them set up on hundreds of acres so they can all wander around. And this one day we go there and the rhino is pushing the bus that we were on. It was so fun. But yeah, she decided that she needed to have a fight with the bus we were on, and she was just pushing us, just gently pushing us along. It shows you how strong they are. Like, it was a bus filled with like 20 odd people and she was moving it. It was very cool. She was very beautiful. Beautiful animals. Apparently they get territorial when it's certain times of year. Bear, what's the matter, doggy? Now her little eye, you can just see her little pupil there. Not worried so much about that. Draw her little horn. There, she's got the little stub of another one coming up there. Then her little Bear, stop it, buddy. Get her little mouth. I can only just see like the front of her little mouth. And her deep little chin comes down and up like that. Okay. Her shoulders back here. I will do the rest of this little bubba in first, because I've got to work from the left to the right. Her little leg will be almost all in shadow. She's got like a bit of armoury crease sort of here. Like that. Then she's got quite a striking little line on her back, like quite an obvious little lump on her spine there, like that. It goes down to her tail at the back, which we can't see, and then her little leg comes down and under there, like that. I can add the shadow in a little bit. Alright, and then there's just a ton of grass around her little feet. Back and around. And she's got that bump on the back of her spine too, just like the little bubba. Just there. Down underneath her tum. don't know where the dog. Oh, I think you can smell something out the window. He's my little dog's digging away at his doggy bed. I think there's something under there. I think. All right. Come down the back here, the thigh, and then her tail. And she's got her swooshy bit on the end of her tail. Alright, and I can see the back of this leg here. Draw the grass in. Continue round. She's got lots of beautiful shading on her, so I'm just going to draw some more texture on her skin. She's covered in mud actually, so it's going to be fun to try and create that effect with ink. I'll draw her ribs because you can see the shape of her ribs. She's not skinny, but their skin is so thick it shows every line underneath. I can shade in that leg using hatching. Do some hatching along the back leg here. Bear! Oh my goodness! My dog's in my art boxes. Got like all art supplies and stuff, and Bear's decided to crawl around in the top of it. It's just drawing a paper and stuff, and books, so he can't hurt anything or himself. Alright, like that. And this leg, shadow in here. And the shadows and the tail pattern. That. Alright, so I'm quite happy with that as a drawing. Hello, Miss Croak, how are you, doll? How are you? How's your day? There is a bush in the background. You know what? I'm going to draw that in. I might as well draw the background so it's not just a stark picture. So I'll just rough it in. And then you can just suggest the leaves being a little bit rough. Yeah, Bear's being a little terror-lara. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Just Bear, want to art? Going through your boxes? Yes. I think he can smell maybe there might have at some stage been a mouse in one of the boxes. It might have, you know, we had a mice problem sort of a couple of years ago, and there might have been, I've washed the boxes and everything, but there might have been a mouse in one and he can still smell. So I think he's hunting. He's protecting me from the mice. That's all I can think of. Because, yep, he's in my paper box with all my papers. So how are you? How's your week been, Miss Greg? Yeah, he's protecting me from those savage little mices. Those mices, they'll eat me to pieces. Okay. So I'll draw some grass off into the background. Yeah, he's a funny little dude. And then way off in the... I won't worry about too far off, actually. I won't do... Oh, yeah, I will. Or will I? No, I won't. I'm just going to stick with directly around them. And I'm going to I'll pop another little shrub here, just to help with symmetry. Gorgeous rhinos. They are lovely. They are lovely. I do love rhinos. I was just telling a story before. I went to Werribee Free Range Zoo a few years ago, and certain times a year they get territorial. And you know how you can, I don't know whether you know if you've been there or not, but you can go into a safari car and there's a few hundred acres and all the animals are just free range, so they're all running around together. And this one day, this rhino decided that the bus needed to go. So we were on the safari bus and the rhino started pushing us along. She wasn't angry, she wasn't hurting us, like she was just bunting the bus and pushing it along with her horn. So it's so magnificent, it's so huge. I was amazed at the size. Like, they're massive. Just time for you to go. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know what? My time. You need to go now. But yeah, they're gorgeous. So you go out and there's all the buffalo and the zebra, giraffe, antelope of all different varieties. It's just gorgeous. It's an experience of a lifetime going out there. The hippos are contained, but they've got a river. What else is there? The elephants are in a special area. They're not free. I mean, they are free on hundreds of acres or whatever, but you can't get into them. But yeah, they are so strong. Such amazing creatures. Like, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. But now I think Werribee, the free range, is the retirement where all the big old animals that were at the Melbourne Zoo, they go out to Werribee free range and just get released into the paddocks. And it's lovely. It's so nice that they can have somewhat of a free life. They weigh as much as a big car and no sweat for them. Yes, exactly. Everything's effortless. And no fear. No fear. Okay, I'm going to mix up. I'm going to make up my washes now. So very diluted. And I'm going to leave the white of the paper as the highlight. Come down and around here. Glad they have lots of space to roam around on. Yeah, it's a good few hundred acres. And it's just all one big pasture, so they actually just graze as if they would naturally. It is lovely. It's beautiful to see. And they all in their natural herds. Now his shadows are under here, the front of the horn, shadowed. Did you get to there when you came to Australia last time? If not, we should go this time when you come out. Definitely a must do. Do an animal experience where you can actually feed them and stuff. Alright. Come down and around here. I'm just going to drag this water. No, but it sounds great. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. Well, next time you come, you'll do it. You gotta do it. That's it. I'm telling you. Alright, so just going to keep washing. So I'll work from light to dark. This looks quite strong, but that's fine. I'll leave a highlight. I've got to leave a highlight on the bubba. Come around here. She's got a shadow there. The shadows are what's going to make this come to, like, look right. She's quite strong coloured on her back. Yeah, it's a must do. Must do. The last few years for the kids, for their different birthdays, we've done an experience. One, we did a meerkat. We went and sat and the meerkats climbed all over us. And then we did the giraffes and we fed them. Then another one, Cindy did the shark experience where she swam with sharks. That was at the other aquarium. But you can do any. You can feed the elephants. You can go in with the penguins at feeding time. You can do all the experiences. It is so good, and it's not terribly expensive. So every birthday and stuff, that was the kids' gift, was to go to the animals and hang out with them for a bit. It was awesome. It's a great life for the kids. Great experiences to have. Alright, so I'm going to start to build up. It is very amazing. I've got to leave the highlight on her bottom. Are these white rhinos? No, these are black rhinos. I'm pretty sure they're black rhinos. Only because the artist, the photographer that took this photo, I'm pretty sure these photos were actually taken at Werribee Zoo. Either Werribee or maybe Sydney. And I think and he's got it listed, and I reckon he's a respectable, reputable artist, a photographer, and he's got them listed as black rhinos. So I'm pretty sure, like, you know, you take your chances with some of the photographers, what they're taking photos of, but he's a quite reputable, knows his stuff with animals. Because I can't actually tell the difference. I know the difference between an Asian rhino. They're very different, but not a black or a white rhino. I have to do a bit of research. I have to Google the difference. Come down here. Bear, you little troublemaker. He's right over the back of the boxes now. Come down here. Start to fill in. Have a different shape. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Asian ones do. I have to have a look. You've got me intrigued now. I'm going to have a Google. Asian. No, black and white. Black and white rhinos. I'm going to Google what the differences is. Oh, wow. Okay. So, the black rhino, he's got the deeper arch with the lumpy back. Smaller rounded ears, shorter front horn. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, because yeah, I have done rhinos that have just got the single front horn. So so the black rhino's got the two horns and the shorter front horn, and pointed lips. There we go. So there you go. Because the other ones have got round, flat, square, sort of flat lips. There you go. Dr. Google tells all. There you go. I have learned something today. But exactly, that's half the fun of streaming. Asking a question and finding the answer. And how's Pyrie going? I haven't caught a stream in ages. I've been exhausted after work. So I haven't been staying up sort of any late to watch. Okay, I'll come down and around. So I'll start to build up now. Start to slowly build. She's darker down this side to get the three-dimensional effect. Whoops. Around the bottom of her eye. Got to soften that edge if I can, like that. There we go. Sort of comes up under her ear, like that. We're starting to get a little bit of the three-dimensional effect that I'm looking for. She's quite strong dark here. Super dark contrast against the little bubba. Love learning new things, and I'm still amazed I can talk to someone on the other side of the planet with basically no delay. I know! It amazes me too, like having friends all over the world. Who would have thought, you know, 20 years ago that this would be a thing? You know, when I was a kid, it was pen friends. Everyone had pen friends, and you wrote to people on the other side of the world. But yeah, to actually see and speak to them, yeah, it's awesome. Come down here. It's going to super darken up just a couple of these areas. And then also super dark in the top back of her leg there. Few pen friends, yes. Those were the days. But now we've got Facebook, and it's the same. It's all over the world. I've just opened up another Facebook. I turned it off for about a year or so, but I've just opened up another one. I can't really talk. Hello, Michael, at work, but taking a 5-minute break. Love to look at this guy. Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Groke, if you get a chance, Watercolours with Michael is an amazing artist, watercolour artist, and yeah, just a great dude. On YouTube and also here on I was going to call it Twitter then. I've got to do a shout out at Watercolours with Michael, at Watercolour Michael. There we go. So follow. Did that work? Oh yes, awesome. Yeah, awesome. Does beautiful, beautiful work. Having nice special kilts. Gets envelopes. Oh yes! Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes, I used to have the beautiful little sets. I used to love that. Oh, my pleasure, Michael. You know, I love supporting other artists. And, you know, and Ms. Groke is she appreciates good art. So, and Michael does everything. He does animals and scenes and landscapes and the whole kit and caboodle. So, it's good to share the love and get other artists, other people you can learn from everyone. And I love sharing. So I hope you're having a good day at work, doll. Just going to come under here and just darken this up. Gave a follow and I just saw the giraffe, Pengaraph. Oh gosh! Wow! I'll have to check it out. Alright, come around on using the very tip. I am going to go back in with pen after the thing. Penguin body and giraffe neck and head. Oh my god, that sounds so cute. Frustrating day, but getting a lot done. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? Well, hopefully you're getting to the right end of it, doll. I've got to go to work after. Thought I'd get a stream in before work. I think it's going to be a busy couple of weeks, so I don't know how much streaming I'm going to get in next week. I think I'm going to have a few more shifts, so we'll see how that goes. Calling him Garenguin. Oh, that works! Garenguin. That works. Now, I've just realised I've got to strengthen the shadow. So I treat this exactly the same as watercolour. Whoops. I go from light to dark. Just a bit of fun with that one. Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes it's good. Like, if you're feeling like you're just not inspired to paint anything in particular, it's fun to mash them up and just invent something. So I've just got to get a bit of shadow in the inside of this ear. He's got mud. She's got mud all over her back. She's been rolling in a pit of mud, having a great old time, I think. Hard because I can't get a soft edge on these. The most important thing with art is have fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to love it. You got to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it's not, yeah. I love it. Like, it's my calm. It's like reading a book. It sets me, if I don't paint or draw, at least in the morning before, at least, and not even stream, if I don't create something, I get really stressed. It's my calm. It's like meditation. It is my meditation, actually. And I always go to work feeling like, okay, I've had a good morning. I've done what I wanted for me. She's got a little fat back leg there. And I've been trying to incorporate a little bit more background into my drawings. Not just do a stark picture of an animal. Soothing for your mind? Absolutely. Absolutely. I could not imagine life without art. Well, I'd probably be an avid book reader. I'd be disappearing off into books and the worlds that they create. Anyway, I've got to get back to the grind. Thanks, it's great. Thanks. I just wanted to say hi. No worries, mate. Thank you for popping in. I'm sorry I missed your stream the other day. It must have been 1 in the morning. Because I actually did have a lunch break and I looked for it, but you weren't on, so I thought, it must have been an AM, not a PM for me. Had a bit of a giggle. But have a good day, mate. Have a good day. It's always lovely to see you, doll. And I had Ms. Groke, started late, had to shuttle kids around. Oh, God, okay. But yeah, I've still got to get the Bob Ross hair. Because I dared, Ms. Groke, I dared Michael that, I can't even remember what the dare was, but I'm gonna send him a Bob Ross hairdo, and I'm gonna wear one, and we're gonna do it like joint stream or something. Night, whichever it was at, yes. Thank you, it's AM, it's 8:30 in the morning here. So, yeah, I'll be, getting started with my day. That's all good, doll. All goodly. Now, I'm going to do the grass underneath them. So, it's light. There's lights and darks. So, I've got to create a little bit of texture. I'll start just directly under them and around them. Just to give it a bit of three-dimensional effect. And Michael's in the US. The US of A. Alright. And I've been enjoying adding little, like, scenes, little scapes with the animals, not just doing that, because I used to just do the portrait of the animal and I wouldn't attempt a background, where now I'm trying to be a bit braver and add a bit of detail in. And you can see it's not fussy, like it's just brush strokes and a little bit of extra texture. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've got my cup of tea here. I forgot to have a sip of my cup of tea. Oh, I better open the lid, hey. I try not to spill it on myself. All right, now I've got to darken up some of these this grass underneath, because there's the shadow is under them. So I can pretty much strengthen that right up like that. That. So you can see that starts to help them pop. Bear. He's actually laying in my art box now. He's laying in there like it's his doggy bed. So I'm going to darken up the bottoms of these little bushes. I'll leave the tops of them lighter. Like that. So the bottoms are in shade, not the tops. Do the shading there. same on this bush. The bottom's darker. I'll just connect it with a bit of the washes because it helps to unify it, like that. And it's just squiggles, just to help create that effect. Like that. I'll just pop her little shoulder in there, shadow on there. So her little belly's quite dark. I'm having a quick look to see. She's got a shadow on her ear there. She's got stronger shadow around her neck. Shadow in her chest. Can go properly dark in there, like that. Right. I reckon I'm going to do a very faint background that shows like a mountain range-ish kind of thing. I'm just going to carefully, I can go over her. Just do it like that, and I'll just wash lightly, leaving the top of her back, leaving the light on the top of these plants. Come right over her tusks, it's dry enough. I cut around those little bushes, like that. And just fill in. So that gives the effect that there's a distant mountain. It's a bit of fun. Hear my dog in the background, I apologise. There we go. So that just gives that effect of a little bit of a mountain in the background. I can add some little tree effects while it's still damp. I'll let it sort of flow around a little bit. Just blot that off. Create a little bit of texture in behind there. Like that. As you can see, little trees way off. So I'll just add them like little grove of trees. Just with lines, little blobbles and lines. Shadow underneath. And that just gives that effect. I'll add some over here. Again, just little blobs. And you just add little lines down. And then the shadow underneath them. I can blot up, that's a bit excess ink there. And see, that just creates those little trees way off in the distance. Shadows are really making a difference. It really does. It really makes things pop. It really brings things to life, and I've only just begun to get confident doing it, and seeing things as effects as well. Like, so do the little trees are just blobs, little lines, and then a shadow underneath, because it would all be shaded. Because they've got shadows on their underside, so their shadows will be under there, so like that. So there we go, we've got a little row of trees. Having a quick look at what the dog was doing. You hear him thumping around in the background. I've got to pop some over here too because I haven't got anything over this side. And it's literally just tapping the tip of my brush. Just tapping the tip of my brush on the paper and then drawing little lines. And then a ground line. There we go. And they'll fade right back. Because distance, things get more pale into the distance. Now I can add a few more grassy lines directly underneath. Like that. I'm loving the fact that it's really helping me with my shading, actually just doing ink work. So it is helping to improve what I see and how I see things. Alright, And I've got to draw some shadows under. I've got to really darken under these shrubs like that, right at the bottom, like that. Same on this one. Darken up the bottoms of those. Bear, you little terralera. He's back in the art box. Okay, looks amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing it. And this is a paper that I actually found. I'd got in an art supply. I used to get the box, you know, the surprise boxes, whatever they're called, box pack things. And I'd forgotten I had this one, and I was cleaning the art room the other day, and I found this block of paper, and I'm like, oh, I'll give that a go. Give Bear a cuddle. I certainly will. I would if he was up. He's in the box. But I will. I definitely will for you. He's a little sneaky leak. Little sneaky deek. I'm going to shadow his mouth now. I can get into the finer sort of detail. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to dip pen now. I'm going to get my dip pen handy. I'm going to go back to the just dip pen and do hand shading. Under here. Rather than washes. So I want to get a bit more of the texture, the skin texture. Because she has got a ton of skin texture. And this paper's holding up really well. It's Clairefontaine Bristol paper, this one. So I haven't used the Clairefontaine Bristol paper before. I've used her watercolour paper, but not the Bristol paper. So it's fun to try. Now having a look, she's got wrinkles around the backs of his ears, or her ears rather. A stronger shadow on the inside of that ear. And draw just random, not everywhere, but little hatching in the direction of the skin, because they've got quite patterned skin. Think he's doing so well with the rhinos? Yes, that's what I just love drawing big animals like elephants, rhinos. I was actually going to draw a dinosaur today. I might do a dinosaur tomorrow, because I love doing dinosaurs as well, and they're fun in ink. They're a lot of fun in ink. So I'm just drawing random cross hatching on the belly, as you can see the tone, and I'll do it in the direction of the skin. And I've been doing lots of buildings lately, so it's fun to get back to animals for a couple of days. And that just gives the extra effect, because she's got quite patterned skin. It gives the extra effect of detail without really going to too much fuss. Just got to remember that follow the direction of the skin, that the skin would flow in or lie in. Like that. Just helps to give them a little bit. Now the Bubba, she's not quite so crinkly because she's not old enough to be terribly crinkly, but I will give her a few little lines because she needs some definition, because she's looking a little bit pale. Her little nose and her little wrinkles on her nose. She's got a little bit of like body shape, body armory sort of texture there. Give her a little lines on her back leg there, where it's all in shadow. There we go. Having another look. And you know what else we need? Little birds. We need little birds in the background. Like that. A couple of birds up here. There we go. A few birds flying off in the distance. scales are so thick. You're doing a great job enhancing them. Thank you. Yeah, it's literally just cross hatching, like I'm just crisscrossing, but remember, and not doing them absolutely everywhere. That's where it can be a trap. You can get sort of stuck doing them and get too many, and then it just looks wrong. It looks overdone. It's finding the balance of enough, not too much. And that's, I'm only just sort of getting that now. Like, I'm only just sort of starting to figure out that, okay, and too much is too much. And figuring out when to stop. Because you can keep fiddling forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right, but I reckon actually, now that I've said that, these guys are just about done. Not far from done. How long's that taken? 55 minutes. It's difficult to stop. Yes. Especially like because I've been doing the buildings and stuff too, and they've taken me hours. Like the one drawing took 6 or 7 hours. And I've got into that mindset of just looking for more and more detail. It's been fun though. But I thought I needed to just do a quick, simple, fun drawing today. So that, and ink is so fast. Ink is really, really fast. So, but I reckon I am going to call that done. So I'm going to sign it down the bottom here. And then I better go and get ready for work. So, 2024. So I am going to love and leave you. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ms. Groke. Thank you for anyone who's been in the background and just watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you, Ms. Groke. Oh, yeah, I reckon he's done. I reckon that'll do. It's a fun little drawing before work. So my pleasure, Dull. It's always lovely to see you, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Have a great day. Hugs to everyone. I hope I do too. I hope I have a great day at work. I've got everything crossed. I'll